that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Regular.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alert flare.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Hey, here we go. 58, boys, 58. Mike.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. 3 down. 26, Mike. I'm coming.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
26, Mike. Watch
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
We got heavy. Everybody scoot up.
Hey, alert.
26, Mike.
Come on. You better bring.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Under crunch.
Now they return to the ground game. Shove. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They can't hang with us.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Let's go,
4
baby.
yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Set. 180.
57's the mic. Record.
Hurry.
Mike. 57's the mic. Here we go.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's all you got, oh?
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland 1st.
Set. 180.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 26 Mike.
All day, baby.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey, alert 33. Up.
They'll run here. Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Point it right.
It's a party now. Jam him. 58, boy.
To throw, Mayfield.
Here I come.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry able to record his 5th sack of the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
And bring it. 20,
Hurry!
26, Mike.
Pistol.
Here we go. Here we go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Hurry!
Mike. 26,
From
Mike.
the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
They're running it.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the open. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You ain't going nowhere.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Watch number 12. Watch
Mike. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Blue 58.
SOS.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. 48's to Mike.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 50.
Kill.
Check 9. 319 to 9.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Back to norm.
Watch the out.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
In your face.
Mike, 48.
Gun.
48.
Chip. You better be afraid of me.
Plant.
You better be afraid of me.
48. 48's Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
I got you.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pass. 26.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
180.
58's to Mike.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
They'll run for it. Here's Joe. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Play to win.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hurry.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Run.
58, boy.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll find Bryant. His tight end. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Let's go.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Hurry.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Let's go.
Not a whole lot there. The
That's how we
defense
do,
was
D. That's
ready,
how
it
we do.
looked,
They
for
don't
that
want
run-pass
none. They
option.
don't want none of
You get the
this.
sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
They run the option on 2nd down.
3 down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield, no chance to gain any yardage.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Well, plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Real.
Check.
They'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Twist. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
I know he ain't got it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Give me the ball every time.
Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's do this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Easy. Check 30.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
No. 319. Come for you. Get out of that.
48's Mike. 40
Inside.
Watch the pass.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Whew, all right, guys, I'm back. My son was coming up here to bullshit, and we were bullshitting, and we bullshitted. Yeah, so anyways, we have ourselves a game in League of Integrity.
With something here on third down.
Mike 48, Mike 48. 48. Box it. All day. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, you know Mike the 26. Right here. 48 to Mike. Let's go, tackle, let's go.
From the gun, Rodgers.
Oh, nice job, boys. Nice job. Gotta stay on his ass. So anyways, yeah, League of Integrity, Shotguns 9 is your commissioner. This is a money pot league. Had a coordinated game. It's Loslos17. We have a coordinated game. It's all good. It was on time. I was actually a little late because I was in a playoff game earlier, but
they're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Watch the pass. Watch the gap 300. Gap 300. He's crashing. Hey, took 26. Jump out. Yeah, I got you.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll give this to Lazard. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Okay, never mind. We got 19 seconds.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Holding.
Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room past the 20. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
So the clock died down. He gets the ball the second half. So
we come upon halftime with our
I got the lead. I'm not gonna fucking do anything dumb just for a field goal or whatnot.
EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Yeah. Easy.
So that'll back him up 5.
You can't block me. 48. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
Oh, damn, face mask.
And always He's going to get brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to
That's
get him a
funny.
first
I'm
down.
sorry. He played like I would play. I would honestly play that like that too.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
48 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 48.
From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Check three. Regular.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Ooh, you got his feet in.
Catch inside the 5. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Come here.
And they'll get him down right at
Come
the
here.
25-yard line. sidelines, and the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it for the 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Oh, shit.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, check 26.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now it's Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
Hey, watch the leg.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 3.
Done.
Following the interception, Mayfield flushed to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play fake. Mayfield.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check it out.
Hey, Mike. 50.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
To Mike. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Check 50. Check 50.
Mike 48. Rip left.
Check 30.
Operating for the gun. Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Come on now.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Just like that. Check safety.
pass incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check 4. Check 4.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll get it down this time to 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Oh, you got deep? Mike 55.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez Scantling. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Rodgers again now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Rookie coming up big. Jump that route.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. 25, check 25, check 25.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper, the 40, 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, 88 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans after like this saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after
Damn,
the game,
92 yards.
they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll find Aguara complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pick up the ball. Check 48's the mic.
To throw again. Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
48 Mike, 48 Mike, 26. Oh, hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. All day, punt.
48 to Mike.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. Rodgers on target there to Lazard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Let's go one more.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Rodgers to throw once more. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
48 to Mike.
Rodgers now on third down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Check, 48 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the...
Rodgers now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Rodgers with a give. Aaron Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late. 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Check 24. Watch 24.
They run it again with Chubb. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Cleveland, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.